Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Speaking of making up things, picture this: an exam hall where the tension is thicker than a triple-decker sandwich. First up, meet Tim, the guy who stayed up all night cramming. He's as jittery as a squirrel after a triple espresso. His eyes dart around the room like a pinball in an arcade machine, looking for divine inspiration, or perhaps an alien with all the answers. On the other side of the room, there's Susan. She's calm, cool, and collected. She started studying for this test when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Her pen glides across the paper like a figure skater on fresh ice. She's in the zone, the exam zone. In a corner, we find Billy. Billy is a different breed. He didn't study, didn't cram. Instead, he's armed with a lucky rabbit's foot and a four-leaf clover. His strategy? Cross his fingers and hope for the best. He's scribbling answers that even Einstein would scratch his head at. Now let's not forget the invigilator, Mr. Smith. He's prowling the room like a hawk in search of its prey, his eyes sharper than a brand new pencil. He's seen every trick in the book, and then some. Just when things couldn't get any more dramatic, a fly decides to join the party. It buzzes around the room, causing a mini panic. Even Susan loses her cool, swatting at the fly like it's the last obstacle between her and a perfect score. And as the clock ticks down, there's a collective sigh of relief. The pens pause, the papers rustle, and the students exit, leaving behind a battlefield of chewed pencils and crumpled question papers. As the door closes behind the last student, Mr. Smith can't help but chuckle. He's seen it all, from the cramming Tim to the composed Susan, the hopeful Billy, and yes, even the pesky fly. And as he picks up the papers, he thinks, oh, the tales these answer sheets could tell. Because after all, an exam hall isn't just a room where tests are taken. It's a stage where a comedy of errors unfolds, one answer sheet at a time. So remember, the next time you walk into an exam hall, don't forget to bring your sense of humor, because you never know, it might just be the secret weapon you need to ace that test. And if all else fails, there's always the trusty fly to blame.